Out by the ridge where the old oak stood, your laughter echoed, felt so good. Wild as the wind in the open plains, where we danced under storms, no rains. In that cabin where the door still creaks, I trace the echo of your retreat. Silent whispers in the dust, your scarf still holds the scent of our shared path. The rain tied down in the lines of my face, each drop a memory, a silent trace. In this heart, the wild storms you calmed, now just ghost towns, love long gone. Gravel roads where our steps once fell, now just stories that the night winds tell. That old porch swing hangs quiet and warm, a testament to vows now torn. The sunset bleeds like the tears we knew when I held you close, swore we'd see it through. The trails we walk now overgrown, an empty saddle I ride alone. The rain tied down in the lines of my face, each drop a memory, a silent trace. In this heart, the wild storms you calmed, now just ghost towns, love long gone. So I whisper to the stars above, questions of fate, the cost of love. Do the rivers hold the reasons why underneath this expansive aching sky? Rain tied down but my soul won't abide. In every storm it's your face I find. With every dawn I lose you anew, a lonesome cowboy bound to the blue. In the rain, your echo I chase, a memory of time, a forgotten place. Though I wander forever, I'm bound to the love we lost and the rain tied down. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, I found a faded scarf, the one she wore when the world spun around. In that quiet town where whispers birth the dawn, her smile like a lantern lit and warm, but now it's gone. Her smile stood still on the front porch in twilight's grace, while my heart kept roaming, a wild wind lost in space. The sun dips low just like the moments we'd fulfill. In the silence of the stars, her smile stood still. Years have worn the leather of my saddle and my skin. Gravel roads and empty cabins map the places I've been. But no trail, no dusty path leads me back to where she is. Just echoes of laughter in the rain and that kiss. Her smile stood still on the front porch in twilight's grace, while my heart kept roaming, a wild wind lost in space. The sun dips low just like the moments we'd fulfilled. In the silence of the stars, her smile stood still. underneath the crescent moon, I confess to the night, all I've lost ain't worth the cost of giving up this fight. But the pain ties me to what I know is real. In the ghost of her presence, a love that time can't heal. Her smile stood still on the front porch in twilight's grace. Each memory a shadow that not even time can erase. The sun dips low, and I wonder if it will ever rise on a day when her smile doesn't stand still. Her smile stood still, and I'm out here searching still. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where our names were carved so wild and free, the sun beats down on that lonely grave, where all my foolish love's engraved. By the porch where you'd swing slow, I lost the heart I'll never show. Oh, grave sank low beneath the weeping sky, where the whispers of the wind come to sigh. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf you wore, a color fading now no more. In the quiet towns where you once smiled, I walk alone, heart unreconciled. The cabin stands empty, a silent creed, the laughter gone like a tumbleweed. The gravel road, once our parade, now just tracks in the dust we made. Your saddle's gone, no horse to ride, just memories on the great divide. Oh, grave sank low beneath the weeping sky, where the whispers of the wind come to sigh. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf you wore, a color fading now no more. In the quiet towns where you once smiled, I walk alone, heart unreconciled. Beneath the vast unending blue, I understand I was only passing through. Your love a fleeting brilliant flash, now just ashes and echoes in the ash. Oh, grave sank low beneath the weeping sky, where the whispers of the wind come to sigh. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf you wore, a color fading now no more. In the quiet towns where you once smiled, I walk alone, heart unreconciled. So here I stand where oak trees grow, throwing stones at the river's slow flow. Each ripple a memory, each wave a tear. In the echo of hoofbeats, I disappear. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, I found an old locket, rusted tied in the throes. It whispered of love under vast starry skies, by the creek where the silver moon used to rise. Oh, that rusty locket cries, tears tears like the rain on old porch wood. Memories dance on the edge of the knife of a heart that loves more than it should. Once there was laughter in these empty halls, footsteps that echo through autumn's fall. The scarf left on the saddle, faded and worn, like the path from the gate, overgrown and forlorn. Oh, how that rusty locket cries, tears like the rain on old porch wood. Memories dance on the edge of the knife of a heart that loves more than it should. Underneath the willows we promised the skies, but time is a thief in a gentle disguise. As the wind takes the dust down a long gravel road, I've learned that some loves never lighten their load. So listen when the rusty locket cries, each tear a tale of the old wild rides. Holding on to the whisper of the ghost in the breeze, love's lingering shadow never set free. Oh, how that rusty locket cries, forever bound to the sunset skies. Underneath the oak where the shadow lingers long, I found your scarf blue as the dusk, singing a prairie song. Right there by the crooked bend on Jenkins' old dirt road, we watched the stars crowd the night as the cool wind softly blowed. Starry night burns, oh how it burns, lighting old memories at each of the turns. Where the river runs deep by the edge of your eyes, there I linger still where our old love lies. Now the porch creaks a lonely tune neath the weight of silent moons, and the cabin's empty rooms hold the echoes of our laughs. The dusty trails where we once rode now just tracks the wild wind blow. My heart's a saddle worn and old, lost in the echoes of our past. Starry night burns, oh how it burns, each spark a whisper of return. In the silence of the plains, under skies wide and high, I roam with the dust under your starlit sky. By the faded trails and where the wildflowers hide, I reckon with the ghost of dreams that never die. Yet in the hush twixt dusk and dawn, by that lonely ridge, I find a peace in knowing love's more than the bridge I failed to build. Starry night burns, forever it burns, a torch in the void where the heart yearns. Deep as the river, wild as the rain, in the whispers of the wind, I hear your name. Yes, in the whispers of the wind, I'll always hear your name.
In the shadow of the old oak tree, there used to hang a swing for you and me, a rope frayed by time, the seed worn thin. We carved our names, let our dreams begin. But now the oak stands tired and alone, the swing's long gone like the love we had known, just the whisper of leaves and the creek's soft moan underneath the blue, where the wild winds have blown. Oh, the swing forgot and the world moved on, dusty trails where our laughter once shone. The hills hold the echo of what's come and gone as I ride these lands where my heart was drawn. The scarf you left is threadbare and old on the porch where our stories quietly told, of quiet evenings and rain-soft sighs, now nothing but a crow's lonely cry. The cabin stands, but it's empty within, like the hollow remembrance of might have been. Gravel roads stretch, but they're leading nowhere, each sunset a reminder of the love we shared. Oh, the swing forgot and the world moved on, dusty trails where our laughter once shone. The nights grow cold as I wander alone, with just the stars to guide me to where I belong. I've seen the prairie grass sway in despair, felt the sting of the rain, the harsh prairie air, yet in the depths of the night your memory's clear, a soft gentle voice that I'm aching to hear. Yes, the swing forgot and so must I, but memories like shadows, they never truly die. I'll carry this heartache till the day I'm laid low beneath the old oak where our young love did grow. As the horizon swallows the sun's fading light, I whisper your name to the gathering night, and hope it's somewhere you're thinking of me under the oak by the long lost swing. Out where the oak trees shadow old gravel roads, I found her, wild heart in a cabin all alone. Autumn leaves danced as we whispered under porches of stone, singing to the tune of a love deeply sown. Long ride whispers on the tail of a western wind carry the echoes of kisses soft like the rain's hymn. Each sunset bleeds like the love that I couldn't win. Her memory rides beside me skin to skin. Years fell like the dust through the hands of a desperate man. The trails turned empty where once we ran. Her scarf still lies on the saddle, faded by the sun's cruel tan, a token of dreams undone by time's ceaseless span.
Long ride whispers on the tail of a western wind carry the echoes of kisses soft like the rain's hymn. Each sunset bleeds like the love that I couldn't win. Her memory rides beside me skin to skin. Under the watchful eyes of the endless starry skies, I reckon hearts like ours were born to fly. But love's a lonesome road where the silent river bites, and all I've left are tears that I deny. Whispers where old shadows refuse to thin, speak her name like a sacred forlorn sin. Though I roam forever through valleys grim, her ghost in the twilight forever dim. Out where the oak trees meet the gravel road, she laughed under skies of golden sunset glow. Her eyes burned like the fire in the desert cold, in that old town where the dust would softly blow. Her eyes, they burn through the wild winds of my mind, a memory like the scent of rain on dry pine. She's the ghost in the night, the whisper in the pines. Her eyes burn, oh, and they haunt me every time. Years have passed, the cabin's worn and old, saddle's dusty, the porch is mossy stone. Where once laughter danced, now silence firmly holds. Scarf she left behind, now faded, frayed and cold. Her eyes, they burn through the wild winds of my mind, a memory like the scent of rain on dry pine. She's the ghost in the night, the whisper in the pines. Her eyes burn, oh, and they haunt me every time. Across the fading trails where our dreams used to roam, I wander heart in hand through this life alone. Every sunset bleeds into my soul's twilight. Her eyes a starless night, no more light to fight. Her eyes, they burn, and I'm lost in their flame, a lone silhouette against the prairie's vast frame. She's a ghost in the night, the final cry of the loons. Her eyes burn under the pale watch of the moon, letting go, yet she burns forever. The fire in the heart of a cowboy caught in old wire. Her eyes burn, oh, and they haunt me every time. Her eyes burn
In the shadow of the oak, where whispers hang in the air, I found her scarf, a ghost in the wind, fluttering without care. Wild land sprawled, rugged and vast, beneath endless blue. In that quiet town by the creek, our love once grew. Oh, my hollow heart drifts on a dusty trail, underneath the sunset where dreams and sorrow sail. Each step away from her, the earth moans soft and low, carrying my burden where only the lost winds know. Lonely porch swings creak, memories in each sway. Her laughter echoes in the valley, then fades away. Old cabin by the hill stands empty, doors ajar, like my heart vacant under the evening star. Oh, my hollow heart drifts on a dusty trail, underneath the sunset where dreams and sorrow sail. Each step away from her, the earth moans soft and low, carrying my burden where only the lost winds know. Rain washed the old roads, but not the trace of her touch. I wander with the rivers, but they flow too much. In the quiet of the night, with the stars speaking soft, I reckon my losses and the times we've lost. Oh, my hollow heart drifts, never to reclaim. Every whisper in the wind still calls her name. With each sunset that bleeds like the tears I've cried, this cowboy rides alone with his heart untied. Oh, the trails I've walked, the places I've been, still carry the echo of our lost dreams. Oh, my hollow heart drifts, maybe it's right to love the ghost of you each lonesome night.
There's an old oak out by Riley's Creek where we carved our names in the tender cheek of that ancient guard of whispered dreams, where the sunset's glow softly beams. Her scarf it danced like a flame so wild on that dusty porch where she stood and smiled, and the wind it swept her laugh through the open plain like a sweet refrain when the wind called my name. Ooh, that wind it called my name through whispered pines and the pouring rain. Ooh, these hills hold her echo tight in the fading trails of the crimson light. Now the cabin's empty, the door swings free, with a creaking voice on a rusty hinge's plea. The gravel road wears a coat of dust, like my heart, covered in rust. The saddle's worn where she once sat by me. Now it's just a shadow of a memory, as the twilight calls with a longing pain. Through the silence of the plains, the wind calls my name. Ooh,
wind it calls, and I remain bound to the echoes of her name.
In the cradle of the valley, where the oak trees touch the skies, lies a cabin made of memories, where my heart forever lies. The porch still holds her laughter, in the creeks of weathered wood, where we watch the endless sunset, a promise understood. His shadow closed her eyes, beneath the weeping willows cries, where whispers of the prairie wind speak of days gone by. In the silence of the twilight, with the stars so sadly eyed, his shadow closed her eyes, and the dreams of love denied. Now the road is dressed in gravel, stretching past the forgotten miles, each stone a tale of distance between the sorrows and the smiles. The scarf she left behind on the saddle lay so cold, a fragment of a dance in the dust that turns to gold. His shadow closed her eyes and beat the weeping willows cries, whispers of the prairie wind speak of days gone by. In the silence of the twilight, with the stars so sadly eyed, his shadow closed her eyes, and the dreams of love denied. By the riverside I wander, where the waters meet the bend, her reflection in the ripples, my companion, my old friend. With every step a whisper from the past that can't unwind, her echo in the canyon, a love I'll never find. His shadow closed her eyes, beneath the weeping willows cries, where whispers of the prairie wind mourn the quick goodbyes. In the silence of the twilight, with the stars so sadly eyed, his shadow closed her eyes on the heart that's tried and tried. So I ride beneath the moonlight, where her laughter met my sins, a cowboy with his memories, where the old love never wins. The trails may fade in shadows, but her touch I'll never lose, as a shadow closed her eyes to the life I did not choose.
In the dying light, where the prairie grass weave through the crooked oak, by the old gravel road, there's a house long empty, echoes of forgotten eves under soft whispering wind, where our love once flowed. I recall the fence, worn and leaning with tails. It stood guard by the lane, watched our summers turn pale. Oh, the fence watched me leave, with the dust in my eyes, as the sun kissed the hills in a slow waking dive, where the shadows grow long and the quiet towns lie. The fence watched me leave, and it watched me survive. Now Now the porch swings lone, with the creek soft and slow, echoing footsteps where your laughter should be. Every knot in the wood, a memory's glow, once a tapestry woven of you and of me. But the oak leaves fell, as did the tears through the years. Now just the scent of the rain and the old porch that hears. Oh, the fence watched me leave, with the dust in my eyes, as the sun kissed the hills in a slow aching dive, where the shadows grow long and the quiet towns lie. The fence watched me leave, and it watched me survive. Under starlit skies, my heart whispers to the stones, trails long cold where forgotten winds have blown. The scarf you left, now faded threads thin and worn, like the paths we made in the fields now shorn. Oh, the fence watched me leave, it's seen my tears dry, with the sun fading out like a soft whispered sigh. In the empty cabin shadow where my old dreams lie, the fence watched me leave, can't forget if I try. It watched me leave, through the sorrow, through the ride.
Underneath the oak where the shadow lingers long, I found your scarf blue as the dusk, singing a prairie song. Right there by the crooked bend on Jenkins' old dirt road, we watched the stars crowd the night as a cool wind softly blows. Starry night burns, oh how it burns, lighting old memories at each of the turns. When a river runs deep by the edge of your eyes, there I linger still, where our old love lies. Now the porch creaks a lonely tune neath the weight of silent moons, and the cabin's empty rooms hold the echoes of our laughs, the dusty trails where we once rode, now just tracks the wild wind blowed by hearts a saddle worn and old, lost in the echoes of our past. Starry night burns, oh how it burns, each spark a whisper of return. In the silence of the plains under skies wide and high, I roam with the dust under your starlit sky. By the faded trails and where the wildflowers hide, I reckon with the ghosts of dreams that never die. Yet in the hush twixt dusk and dawn, by that lonely ridge, I find a peace in knowing love's more than the bridge I failed to build. Starry night burns, forever it burns, a torch in the void where the heart yearns. Deep as a river, wild as a rain, in the whispers of the wind, I hear your name. Yes, in the whispers of the wind, I'll always hear your name. In the shadow of an age-old oak, where whispers cling to leaves, I found her scarf, a faded blue, dance softly on the breeze. The wildlands stretch vast and wide beneath the endless flame. In that quiet town of yesterdays, a memory called my name. Oh, the winds, how they wail through the empty cabin's frames, and the trails I once rode, now just whispers in the rain. Each sunset bleeds into nights that I can't tame. Underneath the starlit sky, a memory called my name. Where the gravel road meets the horizon's end, I lost more than just my way. Her laughter echoed in the hills, a sound I couldn't say. The porch still holds our stories, worn from time and pain, but the door creaks lonely melodies to rooms that won't explain. Oh, the winds, how they wail through the empty cabin's frames, and the trails I once rode, now just whispers in the rain. Each sunset bleeds into nights that I can't tame. Underneath the starlit sky, a memory called my name. Across the creek under the moon's soft glow, I felt her gentle touch. It's in the quiet solace where I miss her most. The silence says so much. The saddle sits untouched, the dust has laid its claim. In the heart of a Roman cowboy burns a never-ending flame. Oh, the winds, how they wail through the empty cabin's frames, and the trails I once rode, now just whispers in the rain. My heart's a lonesome rider on a trail marked by her name. In every fading twilight, that memory calls my name. In the echo of old hoofbeats, forever she'll remain. As long as suns keep setting, that memory calls my name. Screen door still creaks like it used to when you'd run out barefoot in the dew. Your laughter lived in every board, now silence echoes more and more. The porch swing sways like it knows your name, still dances in that old time frame. I sat and watched the fireflies and heard your voice in the wind's disguise. The porch still remembers
how we kissed in late September. Your head on my chest, the sky burned red. Now it's just ghosts and things unsaid. The rocking chair, don't ask me why, but it groans like it's about to cry. Yeah. This old house don't feel like timber. It breathes, it aches, it still remembers. Your coffee cup still on the sill. The rose you dried, it's hanging still. The light you loved in the kitchen bay still floods the floor the same old way. I fixed the roof you always nag, but some holes just ain't meant to patch, like the one you left inside my chest, where love once lived now lays to rest. The porch still remembers all our storms and all our embers, the way you'd hum that country song, barefoot twirling all night long. Now it just creaks when no one's near and echoes back the yesteryear. This ain't a house, it's love's old ember burning slow. It still remembers. I don't come here to rewind, just to touch what you left behind. If these walls could write a letter, they'd say we almost made it better. The porch still remembers, and it ain't forgiving, but it's tender. It don't blame, it don't cry, it just holds time as it goes by. So I'll sit here till the sun sets low, with your name in every shadow. And though you're gone, I still surrender to this porch that still remembers. In the shadow of the oak, where the creek used to sing, there's a flannel shirt hanging, torn by the wind's wing. It was hers when the sun sets, painted our dreams on the back of my saddle through whispering streams. Oh, that flannel shirt flew with the storms and the years, like my heart rides the trails of her whispers and tears. Every threadbare line, a memory of her kiss. In the silence, her laughter is what I most miss. Now the cabins lay empty, the fires burn low, gravel roads less traveled. Where does the old love go? On stands under starlights, now shadows confined. We're the echo of our footsteps on the old porch pines. Oh, that flannel shirt flew with the storms and the years, like my heart rides the trails of her whispers and tears. Every threadbare line, memory of her kiss. In the silence, her laughter is what I most miss. Under the vast prairie sky,
flannel shirt flew with the storms and the years, and I've aged with the oaks, shedding old silent tears. Yet her warmth's in the weave, through the winds that persist, in the heart of a cowboy where her memory exists.
In the shadow of the mesa, where the scarlet sun dips low, found an old oak by the river, carvings faded long ago. With her scarf caught in the branches, whispering secrets soft and slow, ghost waits where we used to wander through each storm and gentle snow. Oh, my heart rides lonesome valleys underneath the starlit skies. Every sunset kindles memories where her laughter never dies. In the hush of empty cabins, down those gravel roads I roam, ghost waits at the edge of twilight, calling this old cowboy home. Time has worn the leather saddle, trails have faded into dust. Wildflowers on the prairie hold the fragrance of her trust. Old Porch Creek's a somber rhythm, tales of days when life was lush. Ghost waits in the silent echoes where the wind sings through the brush. Oh, my heart rides lonesome valleys underneath the starlit skies. Every sunset kindles memories where her laughter never dies. In the hush of empty cabins, down those gravel roads I roam, ghost waits at the edge of twilight, calling this old cowboy home. Rain falls soft on rusty tin roofs, stirs us in a years gone by. Each droplet a note in the ballad of a love that doesn't die. Through the whispers of the aspens, through the chill in autumn's glow, she's the warmth within the cold wind, the heart I can't let go. Oh, my heart rides lonesome valleys underneath the starlit skies. Every sunset burns like fire in the mirror of my eyes. In the hush of empty cabins where past and present seem to blend, ghost waits at the gates of dawn where cowboys' trails may never end. Ghost waits and I keep riding beneath the endless, ageless skies, bound to roam forever haunted by the love I can't deny. In the valley where the shadows meet the light, there's an oak tree carved with names that winds have slide. Beneath its boughs we swore on endless stars, in that quiet town where dreams weren't far, where the porch wood creaked under worn out boots, and love was wild, uncontested, absolute. Oh, how silence fell apart as you whispered goodbye with a trembling heart. Now the wind carries dust and my lone despair through the streets of a ghost town trapped in air. Every
sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue, echoing the love I knew. Echoing the love I knew. Now the saddle's worn, the trails have overgrown. Gravel roads lead to cabins made of stone. The scarf you left still smells of rain and pine, tangled memory in this broken line. The town's old clock stopped ticking long ago, just like my heart in rhythm slow. Oh, how silence fell apart as you whispered goodbye with a trembling heart. Now the wind carries dust and my lone despair through the streets of a ghost town trapped in air. Every sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue, echoing the love I knew. Echoing the love I knew. On the horizon where the earth kisses the sky, I've learned love's a journey where some parts must die. A whisper in the canyon, soul learning to fly. Letting go ain't the same as saying goodbye. Oh, how silence fell apart in the breaking of my reluctant heart. As the stars watch over from where they always start, I roam these lands with your memory as my chart. Every sunset bleeds into a night so true, carrying the love I knew, carrying the love I always knew. So I sing to the winds, to the mountains high, a ballad of a cowboy under this vast unyielding sky. Silence never stays, it just transforms, it parts in the echoes of hooves, in the beating of broken hearts. Out by the bend of the Willow Creek, where shadows whisper and the oak trees speak, found a rusty locket in the mud so deep, a relic of what I couldn't keep. The cold wind hums her sweet old tune under the mournful prairie moon. That rusty locket, heavy round my neck, sank like my heart in the depths of wreck. Ever clasping hinge, a tale of yore. Her love ain't mine, not anymore. Dusty trails and a lonesome track, she's a memory I can't win back. The cabin's empty on Mockingbird Hill, her scarf still hangs on the old coat rack, so still. The porch where we danced is worn and gray, time took our names and dreams away. Gravel road where we used to stride, now just a path where my sorrows hide. That rusty locket, heavy round my neck, sank like my heart in the depths of wreck. Every clasp and hinge, a tale of yore. Her love ain't mine, not anymore. Dusty trails and a lonesome track, she's a memory I can't win back. In the silence of the falling rain, I reckon love's like the fleeting train. Tracks lead somewhere but just cold steel. They don't feel the fire that a heart can feel. So I'll drop this locket in the river wide, let it drift where lost things abide. That rusty locket and my breaking heart, in the twilight of love we drift apart. Dusty trails and an endless track, with every sunset I feel her lack. And like the sun dips low out of view, I'm a shadow waiting, missing you.
Under oak trees, where the shadows melt, I first whispered your name. Under stars that swell, emerald eyes, wild like the untamed streams, we dance through the plains in a world of dreams. Old Porch Creek neath boots worn and frayed, where we laughed and planned the life we'd made. Starry night whispers calling me back to when you and I, my love, wrote our names in the wind. Now the breeze feels colder as it sighs through the pines, echoing the heartbreak of your hand, leaving mine. Gravel roads stretch wide, lead to towns unseen, but they're lined with the ghosts of what could have been. The cabin stands empty where your laughter filled each room. Now it's just us and silence and sweet perfume. Rain taps on the roof like your fingers on my skin, haunting each corner of the life we were in. Starry night whispers calling me back to when you and I, my love, wrote our names in the wind. Now the breeze feels colder as it sighs through the pines, echoing the heartbreak of your hand, leaving mine. By the fading trails I ride alone, saddle worn and weary. Each sunset paint your face in the clouds so near, yet so dreary. And in the hush of twilight, the shadows stretch and grow. I find solace in the thought maybe love wasn't ours to hold. Starry night whispers now a lonesome haunting hymn, under endless skies where our dreams once danced on a whim. The wind's a gentle echo of the whispers we once knew. Under starry nights, my love, I'll forever whisper back to you. As the last chord fades like the light in your eyes, I'll keep writing, searching under the